Hi guys and welcome back to the Runner Bean podcast. Today I had a really interesting chat with João. He's just 18 and started running 3 years ago and can already run an incredible 15:41 over the 5 kilometer distance. And as for now, he's training for his first ever half marathon, the Copenhagen Half Marathon. We talk about how he started running and how he moved from Brazil to England. We also talk about his very smart training philosophy. So guys, I really enjoyed this chat with João and I hope you guys do too. Make sure to follow this podcast wherever you're listening or watching it on. And without further ado, cut to the podcast chat that I had with João. Okay, so yeah, how's it going? Are you in Brazil then? You messaged.
Yes, I'm here for 3 months now, spending my holidays.
Yeah.
I'll be back in the UK in
Yeah.
3 weeks, so
Okay.
almost time to go back.
Yeah, isn't nice weather there, I guess, in Brazil?
It's pretty hot, to be honest,
Yeah.
which for me it's not ideal because of training.
Yeah.
But it's actually supposed to be winter, but it's kind of like
Really? Wow.
1 week it gets pretty hot,
Yeah.
and then the other week it's cold. So
Yeah.
today it's 28 degrees, but
Okay.
on Saturday will be like 5. So it's
5?
yeah, it's
That's
kind of
that's a big difference. Wow.
yeah, and it's like this for like maybe 2 months now.
That's crazy. So I think on your Instagram, so if you don't mind just talking about like, I'm pretty sure I saw you moved to England like a few years ago. So your English is obviously very good.
Thanks.
Obviously you've improved.
So I moved in 2023, just
Okay.
the start of the year. Let me
Yeah.
see, 2023. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. And then, well, it wasn't very intentional. I went there with my dad just for a trip. We were supposed to be there for 2 weeks,
Okay.
but then, well, I trained. I started training with a group of
Yeah.
runners
Yeah.
there because, like here in Brazil, it's like at the amateur level, it's a very popular sport.
Okay.
Like lots of people do it,
Yeah.
but at like a higher level, it's not. Like the depth in the UK,
Yeah.
it's so much bigger, and
Yeah.
I was kind of very impressed. And my dad had he lived there like in 2017 until COVID. Then he came back to Brazil. So
Yeah.
he kind of supported me when I said that uh, I wanted to try to like
Yeah. So
uh,
it was a bit
go
of a
there.
last minute decision moving
Yeah,
to England.
pretty last minute.
Yeah.
And then it was very hard to get a place in a school because I've got Italian citizenship.
Okay.
I could get a place like
Yeah.
normal. But then we got it. But then I found out that I just had 3 months to study for my GCSEs,
Great
and it
timing.
was pretty tough because I didn't speak English super well at the time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was, I'll say, above average,
Yeah.
but not great as well. So I had to study a lot and really hard, and I managed to pass.
Oh wow.
And
Okay,
then
that's good.
um, I got into college. That
Okay.
I spent 2 years there at Peter Simmons College in Winchester.
Yeah.
Um, I studied BTech Sport, and now I'm starting university at St. Mary's in London in September.
Okay. So what are you studying there?
Sports science.
Okay, because I heard like St. Mary's is quite big on like sports, that kind of routing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That was a big reason why I wanted to go there because there are
Okay,
plenty
yeah.
of fast runners. I think
Yeah.
Mo Farah studied there, for example.
Really, yeah. And I've heard Jack Rowe's been there, other great runners.
Yeah, he
So yeah.
trains there actually. So
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
hoping
cool.
to try to keep up a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
on a tempo
Yeah.
session for him, and for me it will
Yeah.
be flat out.
Yeah. How are you finding England though?
I'm finding it nice. Like there are some things that it's better in Brazil, but
Yeah.
I think most things are better in
Yeah,
England.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so what you mentioned you train with a group of runners. Are you at like a running club? I know obviously like in England it's quite big on like grassroots. Are you participating in that or?
I'm competing for Aldershot at the moment,
Okay, yeah. I've heard
but
of that club.
I don't really train with them because it's a
Okay.
bit far.
Yeah.
So my coach sends me the sessions, and then I do it by myself.
So is your coach with Aldershot or is it just a separate coach?
He competes as well for Aldershot, but he's a lecturer at St. Mary's. His name is George Morris.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so I started training with him when
Okay.
I decided to go to St. Mary's.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen on your Instagram, especially because you've shown how you're training for Copenhagen Half. Have you ever, was this your like first half marathon or?
It'll be my first half. I
Okay.
already covered the distance in training. I
Okay.
think my longest run was 24 kilometers, but it took me like 2 hours to do it.
Yeah.
So I never
Yeah.
raced further
Yeah.
than 10K.
Yeah. What made you want to do a half marathon?
Well, I got it in the ballot like
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
a year and a half ago, so
Oh wow.
pretty long time. And I just put my name to see
Yeah.
if, like, I already put in my name to London Marathon as well,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
then I never got picked.
Oh,
But for the half marathon, I
yeah.
got, and then yeah, I had it in mind, and I know that I'm much better in the longer distance. Like,
Yeah.
for example, my official 1500 PB is still 4:31,
Sorry. What?
but my 1500
Yeah. What is
it's
it?
still
Sorry.
4:31 officially, but
That's
the
quite slow
3K,
compared to like your 10K time.
yeah, the 3K
Wow.
is 8:58. So the
Okay.
3K is actually at a quicker pace.
Wow.
Uh,
That's crazy. Yeah. What, so you're obviously more like endurance based.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing you don't have that fast twitch, or maybe
No,
not
not
as
at all.
much as some people in British athletics in the clubs, I
No,
guess.
no.
Yeah.
Like, especially like I always get past at the end of the races. Like,
Yeah,
I
same.
never had like
I
this
know. Like,
last year.
yeah, for some reason, when I did this 3K track race, I was just, kind of at the middle, sort of back of the pack, and I was just able to work my way through because I feel like my endurance just helps me just, benefit in the longer distances, which is probably comparable with you saying you prefer
Yeah.
the longer distances. But what made you want to do it other than, was it just the hype that, half marathons, or why did you want to do it?
The half.
Yeah,
It's just because I think when I get older, I'll go to
yeah,
naturally like half marathons and
yeah, yeah,
marathons,
yeah,
and because I managed to get in a really fast one, I think it's gonna be a fun experience. I'm
yeah,
not gonna just do half marathons now. I know that
yeah, yeah,
I'll have to do the shorter stuff because of my age as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah,
But in the future, I think it will be what I'm gonna do,
yeah,
and I think like especially because there'll be the road running world championships as well.
yeah,
So I think it's a pretty good opportunity
yeah,
to
yeah,
go there.
yeah. Have you watched the European Championships that just finished last week?
I did. It was really nice to watch,
I
especially
know,
the men's 10K.
I
The
know, that was
because Andreas
crazy.
Almgren, he just
Yeah.
like
The funny thing is, it literally went, the first K was 3:17, right? And
yeah,
I think he was probably just bored because he said doesn't like a sit and kick race. So he just, he said in this interview afterwards that he just wanted to take it out after 1K. And I kind of had a bit of doubt. I was thinking like, oh, is he gonna handle this pace all on his own? But he managed to do it, which was quite crazy. But
yeah, especially because the French guy, Jimmy Gracier,
yeah, yeah.
he has a really strong kick, and
Yes, yeah.
I think Amgram thought that yeah, if
Yeah.
he went to the
Yeah.
end, he would
Yeah.
get beat by him.
Yeah, I think that was a better tactic from him because obviously Jimmy Gressier, he won the 10K world champs last summer, I'm pretty sure. So I think, was it, did he come? first, right? Jimmy
Yeah,
Gresham?
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was definitely better that he just went off after 1K. But did you watch the 5K from Jakob? That was a crazy comeback.
Yeah, it was really nice. I really
Yeah,
liked Jakob.
yeah,
A fan because I think the athletics is much more fun
I
when
know.
he's on.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was injured for almost a year, and
yeah,
it was like really nice to see him like getting back
yeah,
to it, and especially because I think we runners we know how hard it is to get
yes.
injured, and I think he really deserved to get
Yeah,
his comeback.
yeah, I was just thinking that whole time, like being injured for like a year or two, how hard it is to literally come back. Like the amount of doubts and, failures you would have experienced, but then to come back, that's just crazy. But yeah, have you been injured before in your training?
Uh, yes, and I think I got away with a lot of stuff, to be
Okay.
honest. I got, I think, four main injuries in
Wow.
my life. I've been a runner for 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and all the injuries were last year.
Okay.
And so the first one
Yeah.
was a stress reaction in my foot.
Yeah.
That was in actually December 2024, and I had to take a full month off,
Okay.
just cross training.
Mm.
Then maybe like 3 months after I got back
Yeah.
running, I got it was something in my hamstring that it was
Okay.
extremely painful, and it took like 10 days to heal,
Okay. Yeah.
and like I couldn't walk for some days
Wow.
to be honest.
Was it like
But then I'm not
a
really sure what was it.
was it like a hamstring tear or something?
I I'm not sure. I don't think it was a tear because it got
Wow.
away.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
Then in September last year, just after I ran my 10K PB,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I I got it was like Achilles pain for like I think
Okay.
10 days as well.
Mm-hmm.
That I maybe lost a week of training
Yeah. Yeah.
on that, and then it's I think that I also had like a bit of knee pain for a
Mm-hmm.
moment, but I didn't have to like lose more than two
Yeah.
days off, so I don't think
Okay.
I count that
Yeah.
exactly as an
Yeah. Yeah.
injury. But like because of the training that I was doing before starting with my
Yeah.
current coach, I think I really got away because, for example,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the for the first 2 months before getting the stress fracture, that was my first injury.
Yeah.
Uh, I did some like really crazy training.
What
That's
did you
not
do?
advice. That's something like nobody should do. I think because it's literally
What?
too much. I
What?
was even talking to some friend of mine like
Okay.
2 days ago about it. My weekly schedule would be on Monday. I'll do in the morning 10K on grass at
Mhm.
3:45 pace.
Is this supposed to be easy?
Uh, I'm not sure. Like,
Like
and I wasn't setting
steady?
this to myself. It was a coach that was setting me.
Okay.
Then in the afternoon, it was another 10K
Mm.
at 4:10.
And
Then
what was your current like 5K and 10K time?
my 5K was 16:20, and the 10K 33:50 something. Uh, I just
Okay.
managed to get under 34 minutes.
That's pretty fast for like a
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
run, like
it's pretty
3:45.
fast.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing that.
Mm.
Then on Tuesday it was I think it was a double session. Like
Okay. Wow.
I just have to remember it was uh like 600s and 400s in the
Yeah.
morning, and
And
then afternoon a 10K as well, like 4:30 for 20.
okay.
Then on Wednesday, it was like a progressive run that I would start. It was 18K. I would
Okay.
start at like 4 flat and cut down 10 seconds a K f- each 4 or 3K. And then
Yeah.
would finish like last 3K at 3:20. That like it was pretty much flat out.
If you don't
Like,
mind me saying, this week has already got me thinking, wow, that is overtraining.
it is,
Yeah.
and like there's more to it. Like
Okay,
on
carry on. I don't
then
want to stop
the
you.
day after on Thursday it would be in the morning 4 times 4K, like no 4 times 1K. So
Okay,
1K
okay,
at
okay.
320, 310, and
Yeah.
the other K at 350, so 8K
Mhm.
in total. And in the afternoon 2200s at like 34, 32 seconds.
And this is not threshold. This is literally just
No,
like
no, it's
VO2
all
max.
flat out. Like it's not threshold.
Okay.
Then Friday I got a rest day.
Oh, phew. That must
Saturday
have
it
been.
was
Oh,
like 3 times 2K at like 310, then 3 flat that I couldn't do, 3 flat.
yeah,
I
yeah,
bumped. And the last one as fast as I could, that maybe
yeah.
3, 5, something like that. And then my only true easy day would be Sunday at 10K at 5 flat.
Wow. So then, obviously, that was you were just overloading your body with just too much
Yeah,
intensity.
and
Yeah.
actually at the start it worked
Okay.
because I think I recovered pretty well from
Yeah.
sessions. So like I trained like that for maybe a month and a half,
Yeah.
and I managed to get my 5K from 16:15, I think it was, to 15:45.
Okay. Quite a big jump.
But then
Big
like a
jump.
month after I got a stress fracture. So you see,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
So
not
I think.
sustainable,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
It's like. Yeah. Do you know what's his name? I don't know. But this pro runner. Don't know his name. Well, it's kind of like when people also have, eating disorders, that kind of compares to like overtraining because
yeah.
you can kind of your body can handle it for a short period of time and you'll see the short-term gains, but then your body will just start to break down if you're not giving yourself enough rest and recovery. So, was it at that point where you realized I should, change my coaching system or
So I insisted with that for uh, 9 months.
yeah,
Uh,
okay.
so I just changed coaches in October
Yeah.
of last year, and
Yeah.
then yeah, I was just getting injured like every 3 months, and
Yeah.
and then it was a point that normally before I get injured, I get just overtrained.
Yeah.
Um, so like there was a point that I was just getting slower instead of
Yeah.
getting faster, and like then I was kind of very frustrated because
Yeah.
I actually liked to do the training when I was being able to recover because just
Yeah.
I like doing sessions. I think
And
they
you
are
like
fun.
to work hard, I presume.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you're not getting faster, you get frustrated because you're
Yes,
working
yeah, of
like
course.
harder
Yeah.
than everyone else, and you're not getting faster.
Mm.
So then I was starting to think about changing coaches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. And what is your coaching system, the philosophy of your coach now? Is it more like endurance based, more less intensity or
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm doing like 2 to 3 hard sessions a week.
okay.
Normally one rest day
Yeah.
every 2 weeks,
Okay.
and but then I cross train as well
Yeah.
sometimes.
What do you do? Do you do like elliptical cycling? What cross training do you do?
Normally elliptical because
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's a bit closer to running.
Mm.
And I can get my
Yeah.
heart rate pretty high, to be honest.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
yesterday, well, my coach decided to set me 1 hour and 20 in the elliptical,
Okay.
which was pretty boring.
That
Uh,
sounds
but I
boring.
average 145 BPM for that. And
Okay.
if
Yeah.
I'm running like 420, 430 per kilometer, my heart rate is 145. So, uh, like I think it's a good way to
Mm.
get aerobic benefits
Mm.
without too
Yeah.
much
Impact.
load in the body.
Yeah. Yeah, I've recently been doing like lots of cycling just because I love training, but I realize, well, now since I can't do as much mileage yet, um, a good way to kind of substitute all that extra running that I will be able to do in the future is obviously through cross training. But I found like I quite enjoy cycling. It's a bit more, it's probably a bit more interesting than the elliptical. I don't
Yeah,
know. That
I think
doesn't
it is.
sound too fun, but it gets the
Actually,
job done.
it is outdoors.
Okay.
But then when I'm cycling indoors, I feel that it gets hard to push the heart rate like over 135,
Yeah,
and my legs start to
yeah,
burn. So
yeah,
I rather just go to the elliptical. And
yeah.
like when I got injured in the past, especially the first time that it was a month off, I
Mm,
decided to go like all in with it. Like I was doing like 14 hours a week of elliptical,
yeah,
and then like just now going for like 1 hour, it's fine. Like
yeah.
I can get.
So you're not too bothered about doing tons of cross training, or
No, no.
okay. Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I put some YouTube, something like that, to
yeah,
watch.
yeah, yeah.
Then it kind of goes quickly.
Yeah. Do you have any running YouTubers you like watching?
Yeah, like the a lot of British ones,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Ben is running,
yeah, yeah,
Nick Better,
yeah.
uh,
The
Brent is
usual.
Bun.
Yes,
I
yes.
think he came on the podcast last time, right?
Yeah, so I was gonna say he's actually my second ginger guest. We've got kind of a streak going with gingers,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's pretty cool. So, what does your training schedule look like now, if you don't mind saying?
yeah, sure. For example, this week, yesterday I did that 1 hour 20 cross training.
Yep,
Then today I did a session in the morning,
yep.
which was 5 times a mile.
Okay,
But there was, I didn't really love the session
okay,
because it was like the first 800 meters at like 5K effort. Uh,
okay.
and then
Pretty
the last
rapid.
800 meters at half marathon effort. So I averaged like 308 for the first and 320 for the second. But then after you do the 5K effort, the half marathon, like it feels aerobically fine, but your legs are like so heavy, so
Mm,
it's kind of weird.
yeah,
And then the recovery was a 3 minute jog.
okay.
So I was covering around 600 meters for
Yeah,
that. Then tomorrow I'm doing 1 hour easy run in the morning, and in the afternoon 40 minutes in the elliptical.
yeah,
Then on Thursday will be like a taper session actually because
okay.
I've got a 10K on Sunday.
What
Uh,
10K are you doing?
it's a local race here in Brazil.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can get out of it.
mm,
So the taper session will be just tempo reps. I think
yeah,
10 minutes, then 2 times 5 minutes.
yeah,
Then Friday, I've got, I think it's either 45 minutes run or 1 hour and 20 elliptical. I got to pick one of them.
yeah.
Um, then Saturday, just a shakeout, and Sunday, the race.
Mm.
But
So, yeah.
normally, uh,
Sorry, you go
uh,
for it.
yeah, normally what I was doing if I wasn't racing, I'll have another hard session on Friday
Okay.
and a long run on Sunday, and the long
Yeah.
run normally
Mm.
has some effort in
Yeah.
it.
Hmm. So is this 10K race, are you kind of not properly tapering into it? Is it like a really goal race
It's
or?
more of a training effort
Yeah.
because I haven't raced. I think for 3 months now. My last
Oh,
race
wow.
was track 10K.
Okay. How did
That
that go?
was it was pretty hard. It was
Can imagine.
the under 23 Brazilian Championships.
Okay. How did
And
you
I
do?
was very happy with the result because I was ninth, and
Pretty good, yeah.
I'm still not under 23. I'm under 20 actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy, yeah.
so I was very happy with
Mm.
that.
Was that your
And
first track 10K track
it
race?
was it was and it was
Mm.
very hard because it
Okay, wow.
was warm and like very humid.
Yeah. Mm.
And I remember like I think the last 3K was maybe like hardest thing I ever done.
Because
Like
yeah, so I did like I've done like two 5K track races in the past, but I feel like even 5K feels like so
It feels
boring.
really long. Like
I can't
it's
imagine how
harder
hard 10.
on the track
Yeah.
than the road, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. I couldn't imagine how hard like a 10K on the track is, let alone
Yeah,
5K.
at the end, I really didn't know like what position I was in. Like
Yeah.
I was just like feeling like so bad and just wanted it
Yeah.
to be over.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for you, for your half marathon in Copenhagen, like, are you wearing carbon plated shoes? I'm guessing. Like, what shoes are they?
I'm gonna wear the Puma Fast R3. I think
That's a
they
good
are
option.
like the fastest shoe I ever
Yeah.
wore. To be honest,
Yeah.
uh,
Apparently they're quite
I think
like
they're pretty
aggressive.
good. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very aggressive,
Yeah.
but that's why I like it. I don't know how they would perform in a marathon because then
Okay.
it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But for the half marathon, I think it's pretty good. I done like some like 15K, 14K sessions
Mm.
on them, and it worked well.
Yeah. So, regarding like other types of training, what is your shoe rotation looking like for like easy runs, sessions, and all of that?
I really don't know the name of all the shoes, but
That's fine. If you can just say like
for
the
easy
brand.
runs, if it's really slow, I wear one Asics shoe that
Yeah.
it's kind of a very heavy one.
Is it called the Nova Blast?
No, no,
Super
it's
Blast?
if you want, I can get it and show
Sure.
here.
Sure. You
Yeah,
can if you
just
don't
a second.
mind. If you don't mind.
Yeah, this one I really don't know the
Oh,
names yet.
wait. Um, could be the Super Blast.
Uh,
It could be
I
the
think it's
Nova
written
Blast.
here. Um, Dynablast. It's the name.
Dynablast. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that, but are they good? Are they cushioned?
They're cushioned. I think, but
Yeah.
like it's not a fast shoe at all. Like it's just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
recovery runs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then f- also wear the Adidas Evo SL.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
got
I've got them.
the ATR version just because it's a little bit more durable.
Wait, the what? The what
ATR,
version?
it's called.
8.
I think it's all terrain.
Oh, you mean like the trail version?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind
Okay,
of a
yeah, yeah.
trail version, but it's the same foam of
Mm.
the
Okay, and do
original,
they?
but it's
Yeah.
just it's a little heavier and more
Mm.
durable as
Do
well.
they have like those little things at the bottom for like the trail
Yeah,
kind of?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Is that
And
it or?
then there is another one that it's not even here. It's
Yeah.
a New Balance shoe that is
Okay.
also for like it's very cushioned,
Mm.
um,
Yeah.
and I think it's just pretty good for easy days.
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
I've seen you've got the Jacobinga Brixton Chorus watch.
Yeah, yeah. I
Ha-
actually got them gifted. Uh,
Really? Okay.
yeah, which I was very surprised at the time because
How did you get it gifted?
like a guy from Coros messaged me
Wow.
saying that he liked the content that I was
Okay.
posting and that he asked if I was up to recording some content, and I said yeah, sure. And I thought he meant that you'd be to with my Coros watch that I already had. That it was another one.
Okay.
And then he asked my address. I was kind of like, okay. Then
Bit
I sent
creepy.
the address, and like 1 week after I got it,
Yeah.
like in the mail, the Coros watch and the
Yeah.
armband,
Wow.
and I was very surprised with it
Wow.
because I don't
Wow.
have like many followers on my
Mm.
Instagram
Yeah.
for that, uh, and I actually posted it before I should, so then I had to
Oh,
delete it very quickly,
oh, that's funny.
but it was fine. Like maybe 20 people
Mm.
saw it,
Yeah.
uh, and I think it's very good because it's very lightweight.
It doesn't look too lightweight actually, but it
It
obviously is.
weighs like 20 or 30 grams, so it's
Wow.
very light.
Okay. Is it like lighter than the other versions? Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
the Pace Pro the
Okay.
before, and
Yeah.
that one it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah. Yeah. So going into your race schedule, are you more just focusing on, road races next year, or do you dabble with any cross country or anything like that?
I think because of St. Mary's, I'm gonna be doing like some track races and cross country races for them.
Okay.
I actually did my first cross country like season
Yeah.
uh, last winter, which
Hmm.
went fine, but I found it so hard.
Yeah.
Like because I never run like on grass
Yeah.
before. It was very rare.
Yeah.
Because here in Brazil we have like just one cross country race in the calendar in the whole year.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
that is already the national championships. So
Okay.
I found it really hard,
Yeah.
mm, and I was a bit frustrated
Yeah.
because I was getting beat by people that had way lower PBs than mine on the roads.
Yeah.
But then it's a totally different game, I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say that because you can't really, if you're like more road based, you can't really just transition to the cross country and to think, oh, you're gonna be amazing, because it's just a different type of sport, really, with all the hills and undulation and the mud. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a lot harder.
Yeah, what I like, I heard some people saying that for cross country, because it's less responsive, you end up relying more on your muscles to run, and on the
Yeah.
roads or track is more on your tendons.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh,
It
that's what
isn't.
I
Yeah.
heard.
I'm guessing like cross country is probably better for. It's like probably less impact since it's on the grass and
Yeah,
mud. Yeah.
yeah. I actually do sometimes runs like easy runs on grass,
Yeah.
just to take a little bit out of the impact.
Yeah.
I try to do like half of my mileage on pavement, and the other half like on grass or maybe track. Even the
Mm.
track, I think it's a little bit
Yeah.
softer, or treadmill as well.
Mm. Yeah, so I've seen like on your Instagram you've done like lots of threshold training. If you don't mind like talking about like why you do that and why that's
Yeah,
suitable.
honestly, I started doing threshold training last year when
Yeah.
I started with my new coach.
Hmm.
Before that, it was like unheard of for me. Like I never do threshold training. If I was gonna do a session, I would bury myself into the ground.
Hmm. Yeah.
So at first, it was a little bit weird,
Yes.
and like my threshold, like I did a lab test, and like my threshold was much worse than my VO2 max,
Okay.
like in comparison to each other. So I had to really work on that, and I managed like at the start, I was doing my threshold sessions at 340 to 335.
And
Okay,
what was your 5K time? Like, did you say 16:10
uh,
or
1545
oh yeah,
by
because
6.
I'm pretty sure if I'm right in saying that your threshold pace is usually like 15 to 20 seconds slower, or is
Yeah,
that yeah? So that
it's
makes
like
sense how you obviously had to go slower.
yeah,
Yeah.
but because I wasn't trained threshold,
Yeah.
my like
Yes.
5K abilities, they were good because you don't really rely so much
Yes.
on
On
that for 5K.
more on speed. Yeah.
But then like 10K, for example, I was struggling to get under 34 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then yeah, I
Yeah.
started doing these sessions like pretty standard, like 3 times 10
Yeah.
minutes or 30 minutes continuous,
Yeah.
or 5 times 6 minutes.
Mm.
And then I managed to get quicker and quicker with same heart
Yeah.
rate. So my threshold heart rate is actually a bit high. It's
Yeah.
188.
Okay. So
Um,
what pace are you doing threshold at that 188 pace roughly?
Now around 325, 320 per
Okay.
kilometer.
Yeah.
Depends a bit on the rep length as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That will be around what I'm gonna be going for
Yeah.
in the half.
Yeah.
And I actually got a lactate monitor that uh,
Really?
I use just on the threshold sessions to make
Yeah.
sure that I'm not overdoing it.
Hmm.
But I saw a really big benefit on
Okay.
that because, uh, especially because I feel that the paces I can run in training now, when I get to race day, I can either hold them or run a little bit quicker.
Mm.
While before doing threshold training, I could do like 5 times a K at 2:55 to 3 flat in training. But on race day, I would struggle to run like 3:10. Um,
Wow. So
so there is a
obviously,
big gap. Now I can
yeah.
do
Mm.
uh, like when I ran my 5K PB at the start of the year, uh, I think 10 days before I did 5 times a K at 3:07, and then on race day I ran 3:08. So I think
Okay.
I just got the aerobic base to
Mm.
hold the
Yeah.
interval paces.
Yeah. So I don't presume you're doing any double threshold yet because you're probably not old enough. But have you
Not
done it?
yet.
Yeah. So
In the past, I done double sessions,
yeah,
but it
but not.
wasn't really threshold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've, of course. But so yeah, what is your, on the lactate meter it says how many millimoles of blood.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is your kind of average number that you produce?
It depends. I can't get it really high on the lab test. The highest I could get was like 7 or 8. But my threshold lactate was around 4.5, so a little bit over 4.
Yeah.
And then I try to stay under it on the sessions.
So
And
you're staying
normally I
under
can, but
4.
sometimes it goes over.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Because when I started threshold training, I kind of started from listening to various podcasts like, Andreas Almgren, he's, spoken
Yeah.
about how he used to do 800-meter running and he used to do very hard training, low volume, but now he does lots of threshold training in his base building period, and now he's he's had like the best few years of his running career, hasn't gotten injured. So I definitely think like for most people who do threshold training, it definitely works. And so I was kind of inspired to do it myself. Like when in holidays, when I'm not training with my club or on the weekend, I get an opportunity to do some threshold training, like some 1K repeats. But what I found out is that my heart rate goes a lot higher, especially in the heat. Have you found that as well?
Yeah, yeah. Do you wear a heart rate monitor or not?
Yes, yeah. The chorus. I'm
Yeah.
with chorus. I'm
So
not with
yeah,
chorus, but I
so
wear chorus. Yeah. Cohen.
so in the heat it really gets higher. For
Yeah,
example, I've done a threshold session maybe 2 months ago that was very hot, and my heart rate got up to 195, and but
yeah.
the lactate was like 3.5.
Wow,
Um,
that's interesting. So, because obviously are you kind of like using all the data? Because obviously, if you're feeling rubbish and your lactate or heart rate's like really low, it might be a sign that you're a bit overcooked. But sometimes I've heard like when you're feeling really good, your heart rate might be a bit high. Have you found that?
yeah, especially
Uh,
when you're rested or you taper a little bit. Uh, like when you're overtrained, your heart rate can get suppressed. So it's pretty much fake that
mm,
is low if you're feeling bad.
yeah,
But if you're really fresh, you can usually push it a little bit
yeah,
higher.
yeah,
But I think the main thing for threshold sessions, you have to really know the feel of threshold,
yeah,
how it feels,
yeah,
and I think it's the best indicator if you're not measuring
yeah,
lactate.
mm,
So I normally keep an eye on my heart rate on the threshold sessions,
yeah,
but I normally guide myself on feel and a little
yeah,
bit on the pace as well,
yeah.
because
Sorry,
I know
yeah,
around what it is.
yeah,
Normally, for me the main guidance during the session, because I always take the lactates after,
yeah,
because the mostly it's active recovery, so I can stop and take it. Normally, is the feel of it like it should feel like that I'm working,
mm,
but not that hard. It's
yeah,
like your legs are kind of moving quick,
yeah,
but aerobically you feel like very in control.
yeah. So
That's how
yeah.
I would do it.
So I've never done like a lab test to see where my VO2 max or threshold is, but compared to like your max heart rate, what is that to your threshold? Obviously, I know your threshold heart rate is 188, but what is your max heart rate?
It's 206, so we have to
Wow,
do
that's
the
quite
maths,
high.
but it's like it's over 90% of it. I think
Mhm.
93% maybe.
Yeah. Do you think like the faster you get, the lower your heart rate will be and the lower your lactate numbers will be? Because I'm pretty sure like I've seen like pro runners and their heart rate's like 150 or 60 and they're doing like threshold really fast.
Uh,
But
I'm not sure, but I think so.
yeah.
What I've heard of
Mm,
that when you're super fit, like if you
yeah.
see like I don't know if you follow like Conor runs on Strava,
Yeah.
like he does his easy runs fairly quick, and his heart rate is like 110, like 115,
Crazy.
and
And
then
that's the
there are some
altitude.
yeah,
That's
and then there are some
brutal.
sessions that he's pushing like marathon pace and it's like 160. Uh,
Mm,
but like for me, for example, the easy runs, it depends a lot on the pace, but if I'm running, it's gonna be over 130
yeah.
at least. Uh,
Yeah.
and but the max I let it get, it's like
Yeah.
155.
Yeah. So your heart rate is obviously just naturally quite high. That's similar. That's exactly similar to me. But
I think it is,
yeah.
and especially because of the age as well. I think it's
Hmm.
something that happens. But for
Yeah.
example, uh, for 3K races, I average like 200. And
Yeah. 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 Same. But so would you say like, because I do like threshold repeats. When I on the weekend, my heart rate was like 183 on average. Is that good?
de- depends of because I really don't know your
Because
background and your
because
like max
I
heart rate and
yeah
all this stuff,
yeah
but I think it should be controlled.
okay because it felt relatively controlled, but yet again in the summer it can get pretty warm. So
Yeah, in
you
the
know,
heat, it's always
mm,
higher, and that's
mm,
not always gonna relate to
yeah,
like the lactate.
yes, yeah. So in the winter, I don't know whether you can relate, but heart rate's like, especially when doing like easy runs and threshold and all that stuff, it's like 10 beats lower.
Yeah,
It's,
it is.
it's
And
I
like
know.
for example, today was very hot. It was 28 degrees
Hmm.
while I was doing the session, and I always do a 4K warm up, like at around five flat, maybe 5:15, so very easy. And my heart rate average was 138 today. And on
Okay.
Friday, I did a session, and on Friday, the temperature was like 10 degrees, and it was like 125, the heart rate.
Okay.
Uh,
So
so
a
it's like
big difference.
14 beats higher.
Yeah. 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 So I've got like a few questions now. So
Yeah,
the
sure.
first one being, what keeps you motivated when you can't be bothered to run?
Uh, to be honest, now that's quite rare because
Yeah.
I get to run like 90K a week,
Hmm.
95 maybe. Uh, so normally I want to go for the runs,
Yeah.
but for example, on the elliptical sessions, I never want to do it really.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Same.
then what I feel it makes it easier, it's just not giving yourself a choice. So you kind
Yeah.
of like stop negotiating yourself. You just accept your situation
Yeah.
that you gotta be doing that. So it's better
Mm.
that you suffer a bit less
Yeah.
if you're not like overthinking how bad it is.
Yeah.
So try to
Yeah.
like just zoom out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. What it So what made you realize that you wanted to take this sport seriously?
So
And
I
when?
started running like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and I was like a footballer before. I was a
Okay.
goalkeeper actually,
Hmm.
but I knew I could never make a career of it
Yeah.
because I'm not high enough. I'm like
Mm.
175 centimeters.
Mm.
Uh, so I was just doing it for fun. But then I broke my arm twice and kind of
Oh.
quitted it. And then I started going to the gym. And at the gym, I started running on the treadmill. and I saw that I was fairly like okay at it. I will always do like 20 minutes as fast as I could. Then I signed up for a race, and the first race I did, I actually got lost and DNF'd.
Oh, that's unsuccessful first race.
Yeah, I was very disappointed because I wanted to win the race. Like I went out with the leaders, like at
Yeah,
maybe 350 a k at the time, which for me was very fast. But then, yeah, DNF'd. But then the second one I signed up, I ran like 18 something and made it into top 10. And it was kind of
yeah,
a big race uh, here, like
yeah.
locally.
Wait, sorry, can
And
I? Okay, sorry to interrupt, but can I go back to the first race? How did you actually get lost? Did they just lead
uh,
you the wrong way?
it was a 5K and a 10K. Uh,
Okay.
and I was doing the 5K and like I just went for the 10K without realizing. And I would never look at my watch at the time. So I was just thinking to myself, okay, it should have been over now. Then
Yeah.
when I look at my watch, the first time it was like 6.5K. And then I said, yes,
You
something is very wrong.
you were probably thinking, well, this is hard and it's probably going for a lot longer than it should. But did the
Yeah, yeah.
5K and 10K go at the same time?
Yeah, yeah. It's all the same
Mm,
time at these races
that's really
uh
confusing.
here.
If the 10K goes at the same time, because then you've got to sort of figure out
Yeah,
where you're
they are
going.
not very organized the races here. Like
Mm,
sometimes you sign up for a 5K and you get 5.5 or 4.8.
mm.
Even this race that I'm doing in the weekend, it should be a course. And now yesterday I got a message saying that they changed the course and it's gonna be a totally different place. So yeah,
Okay.
but I'm doing
Yeah.
it as just a hard effort
Yeah.
anyway.
So you were saying
Yeah, but
what's
then
the third race? What was that? Your third race? Something like that?
yeah, then I had like a coach at the time
Yeah.
that was just a friend of my father because my father done triathlon at the past.
Okay.
But then I would join at like swimming sessions and running sessions, but I saw that I was better than everyone at running and worse than everyone at swimming. So I said, yeah, I'm just gonna run. And then I changed groups for just a running group. And then I realized that, yeah, I'm not that good. I'm just
Mm.
very average.
Yeah.
Because then I started training with like real runners.
Mm.
Uh, and then I think, getting back to your question, what really got me this sparkle for running, I think, is the self improvement
Yeah.
thing that you always like got something to change and to improve. And
Mm.
I'm very competitive, like with other people, but especially with myself. I just want to like get better than
Mm.
what I was in the past. And I'm 18 years old, but I still haven't give up totally on the dream of getting to a professional level,
Mm.
especially because I don't get many years of running in me. And I consider that I'm doing like a optimal training for
Mm.
10 months now. So I really just want to take it as far as I can get.
So you're looking for like the long term and
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully making it pro. But if you were to, get, pro contract, what like shoe brand would that be with?
Anyone, to be honest.
Like if you
Like
had to choose, what's
if
the
I could
best?
choose, then
Yeah.
I'll say Puma because I think they
Mm.
have the better shoe at the moment.
Mm. I think obviously Nike they came out with the first carbon plated shoes, but now all these shoe brands have have come
I
up
think
with
they
some
catch up
crazy.
and they got even better. Like
Yeah.
if I compare, like on Sunday, I did my long run with the Alpha Fly, and they had
Mm.
some sections with effort, and it feels really average compared to other carbon
Okay.
plated shoes.
Yeah. I feel like maybe they should upgrade the Alpha Fly and get like a better it's
Yeah,
like a
there are
big
some runners
bicycle.
that are running with the prototype
Mm.
already, but they
Okay.
haven't released it yet.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they've released
It's three
a
years
new Alpha.
almost.
3 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
almost that.
Especially because they've got like pros like Conor Mance like trying to break American records. Like
Yeah,
obviously it
but
would be
these guys
easy.
they get to run with the four already. Like for
Mm.
example, the guy who came third on the London Marathon this year, he was riding the prototype.
Oh, wait, that yes, you're right. Wait, is it has it come out to public yet, that shoe?
No, you can buy it,
Oh,
but
but
I
I
think I saw some rumors that they are going to release. I think after Chicago Marathon this year,
okay.
but not sure
Yeah.
at all.
Do you wait, so okay, I thought they were supposed to be like really secretive about
Uh, I think they are, but not at all because for you to run, like if a pro wants to run in a race, they have to be approved by World Athletics, and then in the World Athletics websites, they are public, the
yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, so because obviously like yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you're gonna do your half marathon and you know, are you planning to do a marathon and when would that be?
Not that soon. I
Okay.
honestly don't think too much
Yeah.
about it, but maybe when I'm 25-ish,
Mm.
I think would be
Yeah.
a good time. It's still a bit sooner than
Yeah.
most people, but I don't think I'll be able to wait longer than that.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, same. And do you know, have you heard of Charles Hicks?
Yes,
The
yes,
guy who ran like 2:04 in Boston.
yeah,
Basically, I'm pretty sure he was like 23 or 24 years old, and he realized, well, his coach told him like he's probably not good enough to be competing at a high level with the track. So he actually has now moved like quite early on to the marathon, and he's obviously shown a lot of success over the longer distances. So obviously is that's I presume that's what you want to do. You want to kind of go a bit
yeah, I think
earlier.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I reckon I'll do that. But after your marathon career and all that stuff, would you ever consider ultras?
Uh, it crosses my mind. Maybe Corman's
Mm,
marathon.
mm.
I think I would have a go on that,
Yeah.
uh, and maybe even like the South American record is held by a Brazilian. Uh, it's like the pace is like 340, and like
Mm.
his marathon PB it's 220. Uh,
Okay.
that I think 220 at least will be achievable for me at some point.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Uh, and then yeah, maybe go for it because I think the
Yeah.
longer the races are, the more trainable it is. Uh,
Yeah. I've
but
heard
yeah,
like
it's something for
mm,
a lot of time now.
yeah, have you heard of Alfie Manthorpe?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I was listening to this Jake Dearden podcast and he was the guest, and he basically said how the marathon, the longer the distance goes up, is the longer you can kind of bridge the gap if you don't have that like natural speed. So,
yeah,
because obviously the marathon and half marathon, it's mostly, and maybe 10K, it's mostly like, hard training, getting in the miles. But I feel like middle distance, people can sort of get away with all the training. They don't have to be as, focused on all the 1%. But I feel like the marathon, all that, the longer distances, you can really kind of get what you put in, I think. Get what you put
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Pretty much, I think like Ran to Japan is a good example. Like
Mm.
he says himself that he is the like least talented runner
Yeah.
to turn pro,
Yeah.
and like he's doing like 300 Ks a week.
Yeah.
And then of course he's gonna get faster. And I think he's
Mm.
one of the most inspiring
Yeah,
runners
same.
out there
Yeah.
because you can kind of relate to him.
Yeah.
Because uh, like it's hard to relate, for example, for with the Kenyans because
Yeah.
they have like so much better genetics
Yeah. Yeah.
than us. But you see, like with this guy, like if you're willing to do the work, you
Yeah.
can get really
Yeah.
fast. And I
Yeah.
think at some point, because now I'm doing like 90K a week. Uh, I know that at some point, if I want to get really good, I have to pretty much triple that, and I would be
Yeah.
willing to try at least. Mm.
Yeah. I think I would probably get if I'm doing the marathon, the max I would probably get to would be like 250. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's already a
sure.
lot. Like if you see the hours, that's
Yeah,
like almost 20 hours of running. Like
because
I did
yeah.
for a month. That was 2024. No, 2000, yeah, at the start, I did a month doing 145K a week, and it's
Wow,
already pretty hard. Um,
that is a lot. How old? So you must have been 16.
16, yeah.
Was that when you got injured?
No, I actually got away with
Oh,
that.
that is pretty
It
good.
was
But when
like base training.
okay, makes sense. Yeah, because I feel like once you get to like a certain point, you need to kind of like know your limit. Like
Yeah.
you can obviously push hard with mileage if you're genetically able to handle that, if your bones are not really likely to get all these stress fractures. But I feel like it comes to a point where if you run like too much can sort of get to junk mileage. But I'm definitely all in with like the higher mileage, but also I'm kind of, thinking like once you get to like 300K, I feel like it gets a bit too much, maybe bit
I think
pointless.
so. Though even like what Run to Japan does, like I think it's a little bit too much. Like you see the pros, they do normally 200
Mm.
maximum, but for him it's working, so not
Yeah,
gonna.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But
I would do
I
that.
think
Yeah.
for most of people, that wouldn't be sustainable.
Mm.
Uh, people would just get injured. I think
Yeah.
like
So yeah. So obviously, do you live? So do you like live in Brazil, or are you kind of just going there for holidays, or are you just planning to stay in England, or
since I moved to the UK, I normally stay 9 months over there.
okay?
uh, when there's college or now uni.
Yeah.
But then on holidays, I always stay here for like three
Okay.
months.
Yeah.
This time I managed to finish a little bit earlier on the college, so that's why I got to stay
Yeah.
here for 4 months. But I
Yeah.
plan to stay in England uh, then after uni.
Yeah. Do you like the running trails? Are they better than Brazil?
Uh, well, in Winchester, where I was living, it was very hilly. Uh, Like it's very hard to find a flat uh, place to run. Here, I think it's very good. Like there is a park that I do most of my training there. That is a 3.3K loop that is totally flat.
Hmm.
Um, and here
Yeah.
it's a little bit high altitude. It's 1,000 meters. I
Okay.
feel
So
that
that's pretty good. Yeah.
yeah, the first week I really felt it, but
Yeah.
then you kind of adapt to it, and it's maybe like you go 2 seconds a case lower, so not that much as well.
Yeah, I did find like when I went skiing, I did my runs after the day of skiing, and I found like when I was trying to do like some 1K repetitions, I found like even though it was a slightly bit hilly, I feel like in my lungs I could feel it was harder to
Yeah,
breathe.
yeah, exactly. You feel like you don't get as much oxygen.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
how it feels.
yeah. And have you ever heard of like, these altitude tents, the poor man altitude kind of thing? Or
Yeah,
elite
yeah,
training and that kind of thing?
yeah. I did. I actually tried once before a race that was hot. But I don't know if she worked it that much. Like sometimes, like at the gym, I do some sauna sessions after
Mhm.
runs,
Yeah,
something like that. But this is a little bit more for recovery.
yeah,
Uh, but because like Copenhagen won't be hot, so I'm not really
yeah,
bothering to
yeah.
doing heat training. And altitude tent, I think they probably are very good, but they are very expensive as well.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
I didn't.
I
Okay,
think
I thought I didn't realize they're expensive, but
yeah, I think it's like two
okay.
thousand pounds, and
Wow,
you
that's
like
a
you
lot.
cover because I've done some research on that to see if it was worth, but then you have to cover your bed with it,
Yeah.
and you have to stay at least 12 hours a day in bed to get the benefits,
Oh,
and it's also super noisy, uh,
okay.
so it's kind
Bit
of a little bit
bit
hard to sleep. I think.
bit disruptive. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So when is your Copenhagen Half Marathon?
it's 20th September.
Okay. Okay. That yeah. That's. So you've got a little while to go, but are
Yeah,
you?
just over a month.
So you kind of not now like going into more like specific training to your half marathon?
Yeah, I done some specific sessions. Like I think the best one up to now was 3 times, no, 4 times 3K that I average. I think 322. Okay,
That's
it
really
would
good.
be 110 pace. That's was something I want to aim.
Yeah.
And then yeah, this week, no, last week I've did like a longer specific session as well. That was 8K, 4K,
Mm,
and 2K,
mm,
but it was like alternating
yeah.
paces. So like 5K at a very easy tempo,
Mm,
then 3K straight on like very hard, as hard as I
mm,
could, then 4K being 3K tempo, 1K as hard as I could, and
mm.
2K tempo. So
Okay.
it
Yeah.
was, but the tempo was running like 3:35, so it was like a
Mm,
marathon effort,
yeah.
and then the hard reps at like 3:10, three
Mm,
four.
yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm gonna move on to some quick fire questions before
Yeah,
wrapping up the podcast. So, would you either run with people or solo?
with people always
Yeah.
when I can.
Do you prefer running in the morning or the evening?
Uh, in the morning.
Yeah.
Normally,
Yeah,
I get
agreed.
it done early.
Yeah, and also I feel just so much more fresh and a bit more alive. Evening, I'm just a
Yeah,
bit tired, but yeah. But also that yet again, there's nothing like a good old evening run. But yeah,
it depends because sometimes when I was studying in Brazil,
mm.
the classes starts at 7, so I had to get my run done at 4, and then it was dreadful. Then
Wow.
I
Wait,
rather,
so are you talking about in the morning, 4 a.m.?
yeah, I was getting like 6 hours of sleep maybe.
That's so early. Oh my
It,
days.
it
Wow.
was, yeah, it wasn't great.
What time does the school end in Brazil?
It's 12 o'clock, so it's from 7 to 12
Wow, so
o'clock.
that's pretty early. That's kind of like Germany, how, because I'm half German, like they finish at like 1 o'clock, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty similar. But I don't know, I would prefer that actually if I just got school done first in the morning, then I could just,
Yeah, it's good because then
focus
you
on
have the
training.
rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so moving on to the next one. What is your favorite running shoe? It's probably the Fast R3s, I'm
It
guessing.
is, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much of a question. Anyway, okay, so what is your favorite pre-race food?
Uh, it depends of the time of the race. If it's
Yeah.
morning, it's porridge,
Yeah.
but then it's evening race. I spend the whole day just eating rice because I know it's not gonna make me sick or something.
Actually, touching on that, before your Copenhagen half marathon, are you just gonna have like rice with a bit of honey or whatever?
Yeah, probably. And then
Yeah.
bicarb, I think.
Do you take Nomio or is it just bicarb?
I do but just before races because it's kind
Mm.
of expensive.
Yeah. I've never tried either, just because it's expensive. But I have you found like it improves your performance?
I really don't know because I know that bicarb really does have an effect, but then because I combine both, I don't know if it's the Nomi or the bicarb
Yeah.
working or if it's both.
Yeah. How many like seconds do you think it helps?
I think the bicarb, for example, in a 5K would give you maybe 10 seconds. I think
That's
it's
quite a
fair to
lot.
say. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's like a game changer from like if you were like running sub whatever, if you were trying to go like sub 15, that's like the difference of running like
Yeah, but then
15:05
like
or under.
with all the supplements, the faster you get, the less of an effect you're gonna get. Like if you see the pro runners, like some
Yeah.
guys run PBs without bicarb, and then
Mm.
because
It's
they're
like
so close to their maximum.
it's the marginal gains, just trying to
Yeah.
get the extra 1%. Moving on to the next one. Would you do like your easy runs with music or no music or like podcasts, whatever?
Depends. The easy runs normally it's either a podcast or
Mm.
music, cross training in YouTube, and
Yeah,
hard sessions nothing.
yeah. So what podcasts do you enjoy listening to?
A lot. Like I run, I listen to the like physiology of endurance,
Yeah.
runners FM. Um, I, I sometimes I forgot the name because it's
Yeah.
all
It's
then.
all something to do with runners.
Yeah, yeah. It has
Yeah.
to.
Are
If
you
I'm
running
running, it has
late?
to.
Do you need to get
No,
somewhere?
no. I'm just seeing Untapped as well. I like to listen to
Yeah.
Easy Double podcasts. All
You know what
this kind of stuff.
I really recommend it. I don't know if you've listened to it. It's called the Running Effect podcast. The Runners Effect
Yeah,
or Running
yeah.
Effect.
I listen to it sometimes.
I feel like you need to listen to the last two podcasts. Those were like the best podcasts ever. You need to listen to them. It's just like all about
I'll
well
have a look.
the first one was the latest one was Josh Kerr, how he broke the mile world record. It's his
Yeah, yeah.
psychologist, his running psychologist.
Oh, that's really cool.
So you need to listen to that one. And then there's one before that. He's called Pete something. Anyway, he's a running coach, and basically he coached Mo Farah, Galen Rupp,
Oh,
all
okay.
really good runners. And so that's pretty cool and motivational. So I would
It's
definitely recommend that.
eh,
Do you need the
what's
name
the name? The
of
running
the
effect?
podcast? The Running Effect podcast. Giving a little shout out to
Oh, see. Yeah, yeah. Got it.
download them. They're pretty cool. They make the run go by like
Yeah, I always like
so
to
fast.
listen to interviews with like pro runners as
Mm.
well.
I feel like it helps because you can you can see how the best train, how they
Yeah,
recover, how dedicated they actually are. Because if you think about it, like you see them once or a few times a year at the start line, but you don't see anything before that, like the mental battles, all the other things they've had to go through. So I think it's kind of inspiring listening to
yeah.
podcasts like that. So basically, next one is, do you prefer training or racing?
Training, training.
Why is that?
Uh, I'm not sure because racing, like half the races, they don't go really well, and you get a bad experience. But also like racing has all the nerves of and kind of this stuff,
Mm,
and I really enjoy training. So I'll say training, but also like when you get like a massive PB or something like that, you
mm.
get like so happy, and then yeah, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, that is completely right.
But if I
But
had to choose, like if I couldn't race anymore for
yeah,
some reason, like the races are over, I would still
yeah,
train.
yeah. I think I agree with you, but also yet again, when you we're even running out of time. Gosh, we've been going on for ages. But basically, I feel like when you run a PB, I feel like when you've struggled through that training and it just outweighs all that struggle.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah. So moving on to the next one. Who is your biggest running inspiration?
Wow, that's a very hard one.
We'll go for
Very.
yeah. No, go for Karen.
I'll have to think
You can
about
pick
it.
three. Just pick three.
Three? Okay,
Yeah.
that's easier. So I'll say a Brazilian guy who his name is Vanderlei. He was third in the 2004 Olympic marathon.
Okay,
And it's a
wow.
very inspiring story because in the
Wow.
middle of the race, you should search that.
Wait, what's he
He
called? Sorry?
was,
I'm just gonna
his name is Van der Ley, he writes. It's
Von. Wait, do you mind spelling
V
that out?
A. If you search 2004 Athens Olympic
Okay, yeah.
marathon, you're gonna see that.
2004. Yeah.
Um,
Thanks.
there was a crazy guy who went to the course, push him like in the middle of the race. Uh,
Why was he pushed? Why did someone push him?
the guy had some, I think, mental problems, something
Was
like
he
that.
was he participating in the race?
No. He was spectating,
Oh. Okay, yeah. Carry on.
and then he was leading the race. Then he fall. He lost a lot of time.
Wow.
Um, and then but he still recovered and managed to get third.
Mm.
So that's one.
That's a crazy story, actually. Wow. I need to
Yeah.
check that out.
Then I'll say the second one. My first coach, I'll say, because my first coach, she was a two 234 marathon runner back in the
That's
day,
really good.
one of the best in Brazil. So I'll say her. And third one, then I'm not really sure. Because I really like to watch and I'm fan of the sport. Maybe I'll say Jakob,
Yeah. Wait.
but
What is?
it's
Sorry.
so like different the level
Yeah.
that I am. Then
Yeah.
it's a bit hard to relate to.
So, what are you a Josh Kerr fan or a Jacobing Brixton fan?
Both. I think
Okay.
it's like the rivalry that they have. It's really good for the sport, and I
Yeah.
think it's maybe something that the sport needs to
Yeah.
grow. And but then when they are racing, I really just want to see who is better. And like
Yeah.
I wanted Josh Scare to break the my world record, and I wanted Jakob to win the 5K. So I'll say
Yeah.
both.
I think if you had to pick one,
I'll say I think Jakob is a better runner.
yeah. Why do you
Mm,
think that is? Because he's more consistent with races, or
yeah, he has been good for a long time, and especially I think his 3K world record is maybe maybe it's just not as impressive as the sub 2 marathon. I'll say the second most impressive world record.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Have you ever watched the that Team Ingebrigtsen show on? It's on
And
YouTube. You
it's
need
on
to watch.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it
basically.
because I
Yeah.
tried to search for it, but I never found it.
Wait, so I'm pretty sure it's on there. Basically, it's there's Jakob Ingebrigtsen has like this few like episodes in Prime. That's not related to this Ingebrigtsen series on YouTube. I would definitely recommend watching the series on YouTube because it literally goes through like the whole, his whole, we've got
Yeah,
Henrik, we've got Philip.
I'm
Like,
gonna search
yeah,
it.
you should watch. I've watched it like two or three times. It was just too inspiring. I had to watch it a few times. It's a really good watch. But did I have any more questions? No.
That's all. Yeah,
I
and I
did.
think like
Yeah. Oh wait, I've got one more question.
yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of running?
Uh, Now I'm not doing a lot of stuff because I'm really focusing on training on these
Yeah.
holidays. But I really like to play and watch football. Even being quite bad at football myself, I enjoy playing with my friends,
Yeah.
and I'm a fan of like watching it.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else to say, or was that it?
Uh, Not really.
Well,
Uh,
thank you for
but
coming.
I think it was a really nice pod. It went by
Thanks.
really quickly.
I know, I
Uh,
was so surprised. I was like, because I'm pretty sure like the first 5 minutes goes like kind of slow, but then it's been like 80
when
minutes.
is this gonna be out?
It's gonna be out like maybe by the end of this week.
Yeah, then I'm gonna listen in a run. I don't know
Okay.
if because I don't really like to listen to my own voice. I think that's something common.
No, yes,
But
completely.
I'm
Same.
gonna listen to this one.
I feel like whatever you do, listening to your own voice, you're always gonna like cringe. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's the worst thing listening back to your voice. It's like, oh. But anyway, yeah, so thank you for coming on the podcast. I hope
Yeah,
to
thank
maybe
you. It was
I hope
great.
I hope you don't mind if coming on the podcast after your Copenhagen Half Marathon to
Yeah, for sure.
chat
We
about
can make
that.
it.
But yeah, thanks. Sorry I've taken so much time.
No,
Uh,
that's totally fine.
yeah, that's about it.